What's up guys, SeanEDawgz here, and if you are brand new to my best class setup series, how it works is I take each and every gun in the game, and for the most part, I give you two class setups for each gun, a silenced and an unsilenced version, because I know people have different playstyles. Some people like to go for nukes and different things like that. So let's get straight into it. The KARMA-45 is a very good gun, but it isn't a great gun. This thing is a jack of all trades. You can melt people at close range, medium range, although it does struggle a bit at long range. It is still a submachine gun, so you shouldn't really be using it there anyway, but from close range, it is really good, but not elite. The ERAD and the FHR, they definitely beat it out. And then from mid-range, it is also very good, probably better than most if not all of the other submachine guns. But then there are some assault rifles that can kill a little bit faster at that range. So it's not really the best at any one range, but it is really a good all-around gun. So I find it odd that I don't really see many people running this weapon. Now the first thing you might want to consider putting on this gun is extended mags or scavenger. The main reason, and I would recommend extended mags because I use rewind, it's because you don't really need it to get the mag size to be bigger. It's that this thing runs out of ammo very quickly. Even with rewind, I was running out of ammo before I could even get my rewind, so that was definitely a problem. I would slap extended mags on there first. The next most important thing to have is quick draw. I stress that in every video. It is very good for every single gun in the game, because if you can draw your gun up faster, you are probably going to have a better chance in your gunfight. The third attachment that I would recommend using is foregrip. I would definitely recommend this for practically all of the submachine guns, because they do have quite a bit of recoil in this game. They don't really melt at long range as they did in Black Ops 3. So foregrip is definitely a must to have as well. And I would put all three attachments on submachine guns. I know some people only like to use two attachments, but this makes the gun really effective. Moving on to the perks, I'm using my usual perk setup. I double up on perk 1 with Ghost and Overclock. Overclock because I like to get my rewind faster to extend my life, but that is definitely one of those accessory perks. It's not really a must-have, so you could trade that in for some equipment, or maybe you want to double up on perk 2 with Scavenger, but there is a little leeway there. Ghost, on the other hand, I would never take that off. I believe it's the second most important perk in the game because it lets you stay off the radar. People use UAV a lot. That's probably the most used score streak in the game. So using Ghost allows you to remain off of that at all times. You don't even have to be moving like you did in Black Ops 3, and it does help a lot with flank routes. Now for my second perk, I use Hardline. This is another toss-up. You could definitely trade this for some equipment or something else. I just use it because I usually go on kill streaks, and this allows me to get them faster. Now for perk 3, I believe this is the most important perk in the game. Dead silence. If you are not using this, you will be running around the map like an elephant. I will say it in all my class setup videos. I do not take this perk off for any reason. You pretty much cannot flank ever, and people will be pre-aiming you because they can hear you from a mile away. I definitely think that this unsilenced class setup is better than the silenced, just because when I was using this weapon with the silencer, I felt that it was pretty much taking an extra bullet to kill on every single gunfight, so it loses a little bit of that effectiveness. But if you still plan on using it with a silencer, the only thing that I changed in terms of setting up my class was I put on the extra attachment of the silencer. I didn't change any of the attachments. I left the other three on there. So in return, I had to exchange a perk. I just took off that overclock perk, which gives me the 2 points I need to add the silencer. Although it does make the gun a bit weaker, I did think that the silencer still did have some benefits. It was a little bit better when shooting people at longer ranges. It maintained some stability that the unsilenced version could not. So if you're using this to go on flank routes and stuff, this is definitely great for taking out enemies at those medium to longer ranges. As far as variants go, I usually try not to recommend epic variants because they cost so much salvage, but this one is an exception. You can get this one from getting level 50 for the Orion Initiative mission team. It is called the KARMA-45, and it is significantly better than every single other variant of the gun. What it does is it greatly reduces your spread while jumping and sliding, which is really good if you have a scuff, and it also increases the damage range which is amazing to have for some machine guns because that is usually a weakness of the weapon. The other variants of this weapon don't really compare because they usually have one really good trait that helps out the weapon, but this epic variant has two that are amazing. So I would definitely recommend grinding out this mission team if you haven't already done so. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you did enjoy or found it helpful, be sure to drop a like, comment down below with any thoughts or questions you may have, and as always, subscribe to the channel if you are new for some more great videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.